Hey everybody, it's Dr. Perry coming at you from Stop Chasing Pain. I'm going to show you something really cool when you think about going barefoot more often. There are certain areas in your body that are very richly innervated. We call neurosensory input hotbeds of activity. And one of them is going to be your feet, the other one's going to be your hands, your mouth is a third, and your genitalia are four. So if you look at what's called a homunculus man, that's a big freaky picture of a dude who's got big ass hands, big feet, big lips, and semi-big genitalia. But when you lose sensory input to those areas, you have poor body awareness. So let's talk about hands and feet. One of the things that people wear all the time that takes away their ability to experience the environment and their sensory input are shoes. So as you put the shoes on, you lose the ability to sense things. So you tighten up more in your hips and you tighten up more in your lower back at L4, L5, S1, which are the nerves that go down to the bottom of your foot. So I call shoes foot condoms, which means that when you wear them, yeah, you're going to feel some stuff, but it just ain't the same as going bareback. So it's a really kind of funny way to look at it. But I want you to think about this analogy, right? What happens if I actually did that to my hands? So the hands are a ton of sensory input, right? We touch things, we have the ability to be ambidextrous with how we oppose our hands, and your toes should be able to move nice and easy as well. But I can't sense things as well with my hand to be able to pick it up. And then when I can relax in my hand, I can relax in my wrist, I can relax in my shoulder and in my neck. But let's just think about what happens to your foot when you put shoes on, and we'll talk about the hands instead. So let's say I'm doing this to my hands all damn day. First of all, I mean, I can move things here, but if I can't get sensory input, I lose the ability to recognize things, and I can't easily pick things up because I'm losing some mobility as well, like this, to be able to move. And what'll happen is, you can see I have to use more of my upper torso and my neck. So your shoulders are like your hip sockets. So I want you to think of your shoulders like hips. So I'm going to be this way, and I'm going to tighten up in my shoulders, aka my hips. I'm going to tighten up in my neck. And by the end of the day, I'm going to be freaking exhausted with neck pain or shoulder pain. And then when I take these shoes off, my hands are just pretty much loosey-goosey useless, right? Well, same thing with your foot. If you wear these on your feet all day, think about that. Just like the hands, you're not going to feel things, so then your hips get tight, your hips get restricted. And then just like the neck got tight, my low back's going to get tight and stiff at L4, L5, and S1. So you would never do something that silly of wearing stuff on your hands because it's going to impact you. Maybe you didn't even do shoes, but try gloves. Even if you wear gloves all damn day, it's going to affect you up here. But what I'm trying to say is, I want you to try to take these off your feet whenever you can. That makes logical sense. So obviously you're not going to be at work walking around unless you're crazy like me, but take the opportunity to take shoes off, socks off when you're around at home, or you have an opportunity to walk outside. You'll notice this has massive carryover to making your low back feel better, your hips, your knees, everything in your body can feel better just by paying attention to how your body motor controls pattern, which means how you move, and it does it by neurosensory feedback. And the biggest places you get it are hands, feet, lips, and bam, right? So try that, have at it, and hopefully you feel better. We'll be coming at you soon with another video. This is stuff we talk about in my book, Stop Chasing Pain, coming out next year, and also on my website, stopchasingpain.com. Check out our workshops and membership site.